sun shines most of the time.
Hey, thanks for spending a few minutes with Phil. Kathy Benjamin wrote an article a while back for Mental Floss, that's a blog or something like that, that stated 60% of people cannot go 10 minutes in conversation without lying. She says there are two things you can be sure about human beings. Our opposable thumbs make us great at using tools, and secondly, she says we are all big fat liars. By age 4, 90% of children have grasped the concept of lying, and it just gets worse from there. Just how bad is it? According to a 2002 study conducted by the University of Massachusetts, 60% of adults can't have a 10-minute conversation without lying at least once. But even that number makes it sound better than it really is. Those people in the study who did lie actually told an average of 3 lies during their brief chat. And I know you're sitting there right now insisting that you would be a part of the 40% that didn't lie. That's what the liars in the study thought too. When they watched the taped conversation back, they were shocked at how many fibs they had told. In other words, many liars lie so habitually, they don't even realize how much they're lying. That's amazing. Here's something I submit is even more amazing. People have the incredible ability to lie to themselves. In recovery circles, we call it denial. It's as though one part of our brain knows something but is keeping it from another part of our brain. We are in denial. There's a saying, you can't fix a problem you won't admit exists. So step 1 in addiction or dysfunction or wound recovery is to admit you or I have a problem. But let me share 4 different types of denial I think I've noticed in myself and sometimes others when we will not deal honestly with a dysfunction, a wound, a destructive compulsion. And the first of these is the easiest. It's simply, I don't have a problem. Denying. Listen, I don't have a problem. I'm fine. I don't know what your problem is, but I'm good. It's simply the inability to admit, well, that there's a problem. Number 2, I think we're in denial when we say, I can fix it myself. This is where a person will admit there is a bit of a problem, but thinks they've got it under wraps. They can solve it. A little bit of willpower, a good stiff talking to oneself, and all will be okay. If only it were that easy. This is like falling into a very deep well and thinking, I can climb out myself. No, you cannot. You gotta need a helping hand. And yes, I do get by with a little help from my friends. Okay, that brings us to number 3, which is, okay, I have a problem, but I'm not hurting anyone but myself. Come on. No one lives in a bubble. We all affect each other. Sometimes in more obvious ways than others. That is, even if I'm concealing or think I'm concealing my addiction or compulsion or dysfunction, I'm affecting others in my life, i.e., my family members, my loved ones, my friends, and I'm negatively affecting their lives. That's a hard truth I must come to terms with. There's a bit of selfishness in this form of denial. Let me repeat that. Number 3. Okay, I have a problem, but I'm not hurting anyone but myself. No. And finally, number 4. There is no solution. This is a form of denial. There is no solution. It's just the way that I am. There's a throwing up of the hands, throwing in the towel. Sorry, it's just the way that I am. I can't change. That's just the way it is. The truth is, with some prayer and commitment, some time and effort, maybe work and honest program, and miracles can happen. Alrighty, again, thanks for spending a few minutes with Phil.